Hello everybody, Toastbomb here with another Halopedia Toastastica. Today, we are going to be talking about team chemistry. So, what is team chemistry? Well, it is a natural mixture of multiple people's ability, skill, and playstyle that when mixed just perfectly right with the perfect ingredients that are being put into the pot can react and cause the team to play much, much better than the sum of the individual players' parts. Now that sounds awesome, right? And I know you guys want it, right? Because it's amazing, and you play so much better with it. But how do you achieve that? Well, there's no real surefire way, there's no formula that you can just plug into a calculator to your TI-32 or whatever you have and get a result of gamer tags and just play with those people. It doesn't work like that. It can only either happen through brute force or it can happen through just complete randomness and being spontaneous. Now, the first way, the random way, is pretty self-explanatory. It's just, oh, you happen to play with these people, and their play style just happened to kind of mix with yours, and bada bing, bada boom, you play amazing together, and then you can just improve from there. The brute forcing style, though, is the more consistent way, but is gonna take a lot longer. Basically, you have to play with somebody for multiple years, you have to know them really well, and you have to know their playstyle. And you don't just have to know their playstyle, you have to know their playstyle so fine that you know where they're going to go, what routes they are going to take, when are they going to back down from a fight, when are they going to take the fight, in every single map and every single game type that there is. That is the amount that you have to understand how this player thinks in the game and what they are going to do. At that point, once each person knows that for every other person, you can start to mix and you can start to understand what they're going to do, and you start to intuitively know where they're going to go and what they're going to do so that you can consciously complement them in order to play better. And it gets to the point where you don't even have to communicate some of these things, because you have full confidence that they are going to do what you're thinking, and that they have full confidence that you are going to do what they're thinking, and it works out beautifully, and then everything is awesome and it clicks together. It's really one of the greatest feelings in the world. Now, some examples of you knowing somebody so well, like what their playstyle is. I'll give some examples. I've basically brute forced team chemistry with my friend, Sleepy, because I've known him since I was in preschool, and we've been playing Halo together for like 5+ years at this point. It might be going on 6 right now, but we've been playing Halo together for a very long time. In Halo 3, I can tell you right now a lot of things that he is going to do. Okay, so let's say we're playing BR Snipes on Guardian. If I'm S2 and he is top gold, he will almost always jump out. If he knows that I'm S2, he will jump across the gold window, Gandhi hopping, and try to, like, quick scope me. If he spawns bottom green, he's almost always, regardless if someone's S3, S2, top mid, blue window, camo, or top gold, going to go over the lift. If he spawns bottom blue, he's almost always going to jump up gray jump, and he's not going to go back around blue. If he is on the pit, he's always going to rush off the beginning. He's going to push to training, and he's going to bounce a nade off of the top sword wall so it bounces onto the other people's sword ramp, and then he's going to try and nade them there, and he's going to try and push camo. He usually likes to play around training area, and a lot of times he'll push green. He doesn't push dark very often, and then he'll sometimes push around training side. If he gets the sniper, he's almost always going to lift up S2 and try sniping from there, which he doesn't really like that much because he doesn't like long range sniping. He tries to keep it pretty medium range because that long distance stuff, when he has to zoom in 2 times, he just doesn't like, so he's going to try to minimize that. On midship, he's always going to play car side, and he really likes running around in the bubbles and tricking people out there. So, if you're playing midship, you can always find him on carbine side, and he'll oftentimes drop around car 2, and then he'll jump back up. So, if you can kind of counter that and just back away from the situation while you're fighting him at close range, because he's going to try to do some cheesy stuff, you could just catch him off guard like that. In Guardian, he will rarely push bottom mid. He'll probably just push top mid, trying to get to gold. He really likes that area. If he is in gold and he is waiting for people to push in, he almost always goes on that top gold, like, sort of corner thing. I don't know how to describe it. It's on the other opposite side of the wall of camo. He goes right up against that. So if I spawn bottom blue, I usually go up to blue window, and if you could go out a little bit onto top mid, you could see through the crack in his head's right there, and I can usually pick him off through that. So he'll try to camp there because a lot of people, when you're in that position, they will spawn bottom blue and they'll just push up the gray jump and jump right through the window, and then you'll die. So it's just things like that. I know a lot about him, and if you find that out as a player, like what other people are going to do to that fine of a point, you will start to see this awesome mixture of playstyles where it's just amazing. And then for the randomest thing, I mean, I don't really have any tips for that. You just kind of have to play with a lot of people until you sort of figure out what works and what doesn't work. That's kind of it. It's sort of a random thing. So anyways, that is what team chemistry is. There's some examples of how much I know iSleepy, and dude, I could go on for probably like half an hour on things that he does and the routes that he will take and how he plays every single map and every single game type, because I've just played with him so much that I know everything about him. So anyways, that'll be it for this one. If you liked it, you can leave a like or a comment, or you could subscribe because I post new Halo videos every day. Anyways, thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.